Hey folks, Rob here, and got a new weapon light laser combo. This flashlight laser combo. Now this says it's 1,000 looms. I don't know about this, and this is sold by LSS 500, and that's the only thing I can find on it is LSS 500. There is your barcode. Of course, it's made in China, and we're gonna open it up and look in the box here. It's so hot out in the building right now, and I ain't been doing any videos out there. I gotta get my shop cleaned up. But inside the unit, it has a operation manual, just a simple little manual on how to operate it. Let's see. It says it's 1,000 lume. And it is pretty bright. Light source is a Cree 1.2 watt LED. So a 1.2. It is a bright little flashlight. I'll give it that. I don't know if it's 1,000 looms, but it's bright. And you get your little tool to mount it here. And this has wireless, or not wireless, but magnetic charging. So here's your little charging cord. It magnetically connects to the flashlight to charge the unit. Now, I didn't charge it because it came charged straight out of the box. And here's a look at the unit itself. Only markings on is LS 500. It is definitely a bright little light. It has 2 push buttons there on the side. And so your bottom buttons are your laser. And you can see there it does have a green laser. And then your flashlight, that's your strobe. Let's see. I don't want to put you on strobe. Okay, so I had it on strobe, so it stays on strobe. To these buttons up top, that works your flashlight. And if you have it in the flashlight mode, you push the button on either side. It has one on either side of it, so it's right or left-handed. You use it on either side, and that's flashlight mode. If you hold the button in for just a second, it goes into strobe mode. Now if you turn it off, turn it back on, it goes into strobe mode. So that's pretty neat that you can leave it in strobe mode and have it there if you want to keep the strobe on. We are going to, I have my PSA dagger here, and this gun is unloaded. There's nothing in the chamber. There's no magazine in it. And it is unloaded. And I had put on it, this is an old ProTech light that I just had. I've had this is the light I've had the longest. I've had this thing for years. And this stayed on my nightstand gun forever. But the fault with it's got this push button here on the side. And if you don't watch, and I keep it in the gun safe, so I would lay it down in the gun safe and it would activate itself. And then I'd get it out and the battery be dead. So the push button here is a little, I don't know. I had a lot of problems with running the battery down on this. It's a good light. I've had this thing for years, but it just, so we're going to take the ProTech off, which is a good light. I would highly recommend that light, and they're not real expensive. But we're going to take this off, and then we're going to try this one on and see what it looks like on our dagger. So give me just a minute. I'll get them switched out, and we'll take a look at it on the dagger and see what it looks like. Okay, folks, here we are with our LSS 500 light on our Palmetto State dagger. Another feature I found out about this when I was putting it on, or trying to put it on, is there's your green laser. But if you push and hold the green laser, you get a strobing green laser. And I thought that was pretty neat. And then, of course, your flashlight. Ooh, that wiped us out there, didn't it? Let me turn off the lights in here and we'll see how bright this thing is. Now, I will have to sight this in, and At some point I may put a red dot on this, but the one on the Taurus GX4, I don't know if I'm going to be a big fan of red dots on pistols or not. The jury's still out on that. I sometimes have trouble picking that up, finding the red dot. And in a stressful situation, I don't know if that would be a wise thing to have problems picking up your dot. So let me turn off the lights in here, and I'll show you a little bit about how this lights up a room. Alright, as you can see, it is pitch dark in this room. Not pitch dark. There's a little light coming in under the door there. But I'm going to activate our laser. And we're still on strobe, so I'm going to put it back on solid. So there is our solid laser. You can see it reflecting off of there it is, off a black shirt. That's my work shirt. And so there you are with the laser. And here we are with the light. So you can see that this really lights up a room. So this is not a huge room, but this thing is bright. And you can still see the laser. I took this out of the box today. Let me turn the lights back on. We'll talk a little bit. One thing I wanted to say about this while we were doing the dark, I was sitting in my chair today, and the front door was open, and of course I got a glass storm door on my house, and I was shining this laser across my living room, out the front door, and it was going all the way across the front yard, across the road, across the creek, and I could plainly see it on the hillside, on the other side of my house in broad daylight. So this is a bright laser. This green laser really stands out during the daytime. I mean, literally, I was shining it. I know it had to have been 40, 50 yards at the angle I was pointing it up on the hillside, and I could see it in the daylight, and that was refracting off the glass of the storm door too. So that was taking a little bit away from it because I could see the refraction on the open door. So anyway, this is definitely a bright laser, and we're gonna leave this on the old Palmetto State dagger. Let you get a look at her there. It's a pretty good looking unit. I did get her nice and tight. It's easy to reach the buttons with your finger, just the perfect length. There's your top and bottom, so it's not a hard reach unless you have really small hands maybe. This is adjustable, so it will match different pick rail lengths, so you can move this screw back, which would in essence move this forward. I don't want it farther forward. I wish it actually would come back another notch. So anyway, guys, that is a look at the LSS 500. I'll leave a link to this in the description below if you want to go check it out. This is a really nice light. I'm really pleased with it. I'm really liking the dagger, and I think I'm going to like this light. And we're going to zero it, and we're going to shoot this thing some more. So anyway, guys, I do appreciate you watching. Sorry for making the video here in our spare bedroom, but anyway, I appreciate it. And until the next video, we'll see you guys later.